Every pregnancy needs utmost care and attention. But certain pregnancies need a little extra attention. An Rh-negative mother carrying an Rh-positive baby is at increased risk of complications. BSV is at the forefront to ensure safe delivery in every Rh-negative pregnancy.
Hello and welcome to the Outside View presented by Women's Crick Zone and brought to you by BSV, Puma, Food and Wellness, MRI Hospitals and NPL Sports Foundation. So after having batted first, New Zealand have put the target of 266 for Pakistan. The vibe was right, a jam-packed stadium out there and Suzie Bates, of course, made it special for the home crowd. Britney, Suzie Bates scoring yet another century in the World Cup. She completed 5,000 ODI runs today, and that was something that we were expecting from her. We saw a half century coming in from her in the initial stage of the tournament, and then she was struggling a bit. But what a special moment it was today, getting that milestone of 5,000 ODI runs, highest run getter for New Zealand now.
Yeah, so she's really believe, she haven't been having a tournament. She would have liked to, and I believe this just a really emotional game for them. It's likely their last game in the World Cup and playing at such a great ground, to stand up and deliver for the team. And as you said, scoring 5,000 ODI runs. She in less balls than Stephanie Taylor, Matali Raj, and Charlotte Edwards. Is like I believe it'll be a bittersweet moment for her, but I'm happy to see that she's gotten in the runs.
Definitely. So let's have a look at the scorecard there. We'll, of course, find Suzie Bates there amongst the runs, 126. And then Sophie Devine, of course, departed with 12. And then a little bit cameos there from the middle order. But coming to you, Marina, Suzie Bates just knew probably that New Zealand today needs a lot of runs on the board. They had to make this a special one for the crowd, and that's what she did today. A top-notch innings from her. How did you enjoy watching her bat?
Well, she's one of the icons of women cricket. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of youngsters look up to her. And she's a great ambassador for cricket, not just on the field, but off the field as well. And I mean, yes, after Divine got out, the way Suzie took the responsibility, and especially at keeping that healthy strike rate, that was very important, because it's easy when the team is struggling to just fall behind and not play your natural game. But that's not Suzie Bates. Whenever she comes in, she settles in, she makes sure that she scores off with a decent pace, and that's exactly what she's done. She's been very decisive in her footwork. She picked up the bowlers, she picked the field really well, and you could see from the ball one that she was in control. And that was lucky for her. She got away with that DRS, and just 2 seconds remaining, she took that. Probably that was the turn of the match, you can say, for New Zealand and as well as for Pakistan. But I mean, amazing achievement for her, and many more to come, I still feel. But exceptional player she has been for New Zealand and also for women's cricket as well.
Of course, it was a treat for us to watch that special innings coming in from Suzie Bates today. An incredible achievement, a milestone for the White Ferns. And then coming to Katie Martin, of course, we had a cameo there by Maddie Green and Brooke Halliday as well. But then we saw that Katie Martin came in and played those quick shots at the end. Did you enjoy watching her, Britney? Because yesterday she tweeted about that we are so grateful to be playing this game. She wrote that to inspire a lot of girls and boys there to play in their backyard. An emotional game this is. We saw at the anthem as well, the players got emotional. And today she wrote in the tweet further that we're just going to play our game with all the passion and all that we've got. Today we saw that from her getting those quick runs at the end.
Yeah, Katie Martin is one of the most difficult batters to bat in the end of an inning. I tell her that she have happy feet. She can't seem to stay in one position. She moves all over the place, and those tricky ones literally do help New Zealand. And she got a quick 30, and she also runs fast between the wickets to the end. She's always looking for runs. So it's good to see New Zealand middle order get some runs. And as you mentioned, the anthem was very emotional for a team that who had such high hopes coming into this tournament, and to reach a stage where they won't be able to play in a semi-final final in their home country is going to be a hard pill to swallow.
Of course, and those special knocks today would have been a good moment to cherish for the crowd who came to saw the hosts play the final game of this tournament. Of course, the final league game. And then coming to Pakistan's bowling, if we can have a look at the bowling scorecard there, of course, we know that Nida Dar is standing tall there with 3 wickets to her account, economical with the ball as well. Anam Amin giving you that early breakthrough in Sophie Devine, Fatima Sana, Nashra Sandhu, but this is how the bowling panned out for Pakistan today. But if I have to come to you, Marina, with the initial phase, as you were saying that once in the pre-show as well, that once Pakistan gets the early breakthrough, they need to capitalize on that. They got one today, and it was a big wicket of Sophie Devine. But probably after that, they weren't able to capitalize on the momentum they received until Nidadar came and became the partnership breaker for them.
Yeah, I think it was great moment. They got rid of Divine, but I'm not sure the lines, especially Diana bowled to Sophie Divine, to Bates early on. It was way too straight and easy for her. And once once Bates settles, the caliber of her, it's not easy for, to trap her again. I think the Diana Begg might have missed the trick. She was getting some shape, some movement, but again, the plan, I'm not sure what was for them because we all know that, Bates is exceptional going straight down the ground, playing into the leg side. So Diana especially never gave herself any chance to get Bates out, bowling outside off stump or at the good length. They were attacking the stumps, yes, but you have to adjust your lines and length according to the batter. And I think that's where Pakistan did miss the trick. They were pretty average in the field as well. We've seen a lot of misfields, couple of runouts opportunities were missed. So these little things do make difference at the end. But again, talking about Nida Dar, she was very wise, very smart with the ball. She bowled with a much lesser pace that actually helped Pakistan and helped Nida to grab those breakthroughs and did get some bit of turn. We haven't seen much turn from Anam, Nashra or Umaima because they were bowling with a much quicker pace. So I think brilliant bowling from Nida Dar once again. She brought all the experience in and she read the conditions well and made things tough for New Zealand. After those 2 wickets, I think the run rate did fall down for New Zealand. But again, Pakistan did miss out the trick with the new ball.
Definitely, Nidadar, Britney. She just knew that how important breaking that partnership was for Pakistan, and gave you those 2 important wickets initially by breaking the partnership. First, she gave you the wicket of. The first wicket was of. It was
Amelia.
of Amelia Kerr. Yeah, Amelia Kerr. She was building in that good partnership with Suzie Bates there. Amelia Kerr first, and then she knew that Suzie Bates was looking comfortable, but Maddie Green was taking a lot of balls there, and probably that was the trick that was going on to her mind, that you need to build the pressure from other end, and a special performance from her and a special celebration as well after that.
Yeah, three very important wickets. I mean, like Amy Satwit and Maddie Green. We know what Nida is capable of, and she's a player that have a lot of experience, and she have experience playing in the WBBL. Again, I think Amelia Kerr wicket was probably a kind of setup, because if you look at her last 2 dismissals, she got dismissed trying to sweep, and And the way Nita did celebrate this, like, yes, our plan worked, that kind of stuff like that. So it's good to see that, she studied the players and decided to go to a specific plan. But Nidada is not just Nidada with the ball, She can bat, and I know she's gonna come out firing because she'll want to leave this tournament with another player of the match.
Another player of the match, that's going to be interesting, a special performance coming in there from Suzie Bates and then from Nida Dar for Pakistan. But heading on to the second innings now, the chase. Pakistan chased down the total of 230, around 230 in the warm-up game against the same opponents against New Zealand. And probably that's the positive that they can take, that they have the capability to do that. Muniba Ali is, of course, back in the side, Marina. We saw her give that positive and good start to the team against West Indies, did not play the last game, and that was quite a surprising omission for all of us. But today she's going to be a key in the chase for Pakistan.
Definitely. I mean, the kind of mindset and the attacking cricket she plays up the order, that's exactly what Pakistan needs. On the other hand, they've got Sidra Amin, who has scored a ton in this World Cup. She has a lot of experience, a lot of confidence as well. Both are really good between the wickets. Again, it is all about the intent that is missing from a batting point of view for Pakistan. I think today they have a big total to chase, but again, they have the resources. All they need to do is divide this run chase in different sessions and be positive about it. It's not going to be easy. New Zealand does rely on their pace bowlers, and they are decent ones. But again, I think the surface looks good. The outfield is really good. It's all about how they can implement themselves, being positive and, just being calculated, because they have the ability. Middle order is there, the top order is there. It's all about how badly they want to end this campaign with a win.
How badly they want to win is what Marina says. And of course, you mentioned about Sidra Amin's century as well. So Misma Maroof was also mentioning that moment of a Pakistan player scoring a century in Women's World Cup is a special one back home also, a moment to cherish there. And it's an opportunity for the middle order who's not looked at its absolute best yet, Britney. If you have to talk about the experience, there's a lot. You have Alia Riaz, you have Bisma Maroof there, you have Nidadar also there in the middle order, forming the middle order for Pakistan. And today is the opportunity for them. It's their last league game. They have nothing to lose. So they would want to just come there and play their natural game. And as she told, that the change in intent should be what the Pakistan batters would be aiming in this chase.
Yes, as Marina rightfully said, Pakistan have to approach this innings by breaking down each section in terms of the start, the middle, and the finish. Pakistan are very capable of chasing the score. As you see in the practice match, they did put up a fight against New Zealand and came out victorious. So they are very much capable of chasing down the score. It's not going to be an easy task. New Zealand have some very decent bowlers in their lineup, but I think that it's going to be a very close game. It's not going to be yes, New Zealand is fired up. Last game, home game. Everything going to be up and looking ready to go hard at Pakistan. But as Marina said, if they just keep a steady head and chase within that run rate, it could be a very close game.
It could be a very close game. We are up probably for yet another exciting contest in this World Cup. And of course, if we talk about New Zealand's bowling, they've looked good in this tournament so far. Leah Tahuhu is, of course, missing this game. She hasn't recovered from the injury from the last game. And Rosemary Mayer has made it to the squad in place of her. Probably a like-to-like replacement there, Marina. But the bowlers, they took the game down the wire in the last match as well. So it would be a tough task for the Pakistan batters, but New Zealand's bowling has been quite impressive in this tournament so far.
Well, definitely they've got runs on the board. That adds a bit of cushion for the bowlers. They are decent pacers. Definitely they will miss Tahuhu, but I think that they've got plenty of experience. They've got decent spinners as well. Amelia Kerr, one to talk about. Then they've got obviously Rosemary coming in. She's a decent pacer. They've got Rowe as well. So there is plenty of options for New Zealand. And again, when you have a big total, you get a big heart and you can come out and bowl according to your plan and not being very defensive about the run chase. So I think that Suzie Divine actually has a lot of experienced bowlers to work around with. Again, they are a really decent fielding side. So Pakistan has their work cut out. They need to work hard and be very precise in picking bowlers, which ones to attack, which one to kind of rotate strike, because they cannot afford to play a lot of dot balls, given the fact they're chasing 266.
Definitely, and the strike rate would be also a concern there. But a special mention about Frances Britney. We were also talking about her the other day. The way she turned the things around for New Zealand. She's probably enjoying her second coming in cricket. A special player there and would be an important asset for the side. Today, New Zealand have quite a good amount of runs today to defend there. And the journey of Frances McKay, just the development of her that we've seen recently, is something incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, frankly, she's playing at her homeground, and you heard the how the crowd supported her when she came out to bat. So she's going to be looking to continue and put in another good performance for New Zealand. I probably feel like probably she might open the bowling. I don't know why I haven't that wild thought, but I feel that she might be a good option to open the bowling, and just continue the performance she has been doing. All New Zealanders will want to win this game and win this game confidently. So let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. And we're all excited. We are all excited to watch the action unfold, probably. And then, if you have to take the predictions here, of course, 260 around was something that you both of you predicted in the pre-show. That's what we saw. And then today, if I have to ask you, Marina, is Pakistan chasing it? Should I ask you in a direct way, or you can also tell me that who do you think is going to be the top performer with the bat for Pakistan, giving a tough fight to the New Zealand bowlers out there today?
Well, I think up front it has to be Muniba, and then Pakistan will rely heavily on Bisma Maroof. But yes, I do have a feeling that it might be another day for Nida Dar. As Britney said, she would be eyeing another player of the match. But these three are my pick. If they manage to stay till the end, they might turn things around for Pakistan.
Muniba and Nidadar. Nidadar, of course, would want to give that tough fight with the bat as well. She's done the job for the team with the ball, picking up 3 wickets there. And how is the second innings unfolding according to you, Britney? Is it going to be a easy win for New Zealand, or Pakistan are giving a tough fight there?
No, I believe Pakistan is going to give it a real good fight. Pakistan, their spirits are high. They are confident. They're coming into this game actually beating New Zealand, so they're going to be confident. And the fact that who is not playing in this game, why not just go after New Zealand bowlers?
And your pick of the bowler then today?
I had to stay with my girl Frankie.
And that's an interesting one. And Marina, who do you think is going to be the pick of the bowlers for New Zealand?
Well, I have to go with Amelia Kerr. I mean, against Pakistan, spinners have done really well, even though Pakistan has decent spinners, but I don't know why they actually, find it hard to score off them. But I think Amelia Kerr has a huge role to play for today.
Okay, then we've got our predictions right, and it's going to be an interesting chase. We have Muniba Ali and Sidra Amin there at the top. A lot of experience in Pakistan's batting unit in the middle order as well. We have some good pacers and spinners out there in New Zealand as well. And Sophie Devine coming in to captain the side in this World Cup, the home World Cup, a special one for the last time in the last league game. A lot of things need to fall in their account for them to make it to the top four, which seems unlikely now. But what has happened has happened. They would just want to take a positive intent and just go on and just defend the total out there. We'll, of course, join you for the post show of this match. Until then, you stay tuned to Women's Cricket Zone for all the updates on women's cricket.